welcome to the Unspoken Podcast, your one-stop space for deep, unfiltered conversation about sexual, reproductive, and family health.
Yeah.
Brought to you by the Free Tribe Network, a non-profit that is dedicated in these areas through research projects and programs. Today, we are celebrating Women's Day and Mother's Day. Well, this is the month of March. Is it the Women Month?
Yes, it's the Women Month.
The Women Month.
Every mother person in your life, we are celebrating your biological mother, your adopted mother, or someone that gives you advice here and there that you call mommy. Yes.
If we
them
say
all.
that, then Yoruba people have a lot of mothers because everybody is mommy.
Yes. So this month we are celebrating everyone that
All you
plays
mummies.
mother role or has a mother capacity in your life.
All you mummies. So this episode, we are doing a shout out to all mothers and women. We are saying you're awesome, you're amazing, and why not have a month after you? Like, you're amazing. So
That's amazing, Junior, right?
yeah, like we should just turn March to Women Month.
It's actually Women's Month because we celebrate IWD. We also celebrate Mothering Sunday. So I know, the men can relate. I understand.
Oh jeez.
I
Oh
understand.
jeez.
But it's our month.
We don't want to go there. We don't want
Let's
to
have
go
it.
there.
Let's have it.
They say that we're saying equality.
Oh, yeah.
So if we say Women March should be changed to Women Month, then we have to change a month, like the month that we have Father's Day or Men's Day.
I think that's
So-
September or November. One of the two.
Well, nobody really cares. Nobody remembers until 2 days before that day, like, oh, Father's Day is coming up. And that's actually
Yeah.
not good. Fathers, you're amazing. You
Yeah,
are
yeah, yeah.
amazing. We're not downplaying you. It's joke. We're joking.
Let's
Please.
go start this thing.
We'll start this soon.
The hype that she used to start is what she's always pushing her like this.
All right. So so this episode is shout out to all mothers and women. We're celebrating you today. And to start off, we're going to talk about some discoveries that women made in the health sector. Like we have the person who, it was a woman who discovered that HIV causes AIDS. It's a woman that discovered that. It was a woman that discovered radioactivity that led to the
Cure.
should we say cure or treatment of cancer?
Yeah, cancer treatment.
Yeah, cancer treatment. It was a woman that discovered the use of lasers to laser surgery for the eye treatment, the cataract treatment. It was a woman that discovered that. Oh, this one. It was a woman that invented side mirrors for cars. Now, this is not health related, but it is safety related.
Yeah.
It was a woman that invented that because there were so many accidents going on with, like, you cannot see your back. You have to turn and drive. It was a woman that...
Sorry. And at this point, this is where I say that if you've not been using your side mirror, especially those living in Lagos, you just overtake, boom.
Fast and Furious.
Yes, you can go on, please.
Actually, it's not that bad in Lagos. You should try Ibadan.
Wow.
It's like...
Nigeria is just blessed.
Nigeria is blessed. All right. Before we get sidetracked by people's impressive driving skills in Nigeria, we are talking about women that have made contributions to
Health
the health sector and safety sector. Like, there are lots of invention and discoveries that have been made by women in this sector, and we can't talk about all of them. Not even talking about the COVID-19 vaccine. It was a woman that pioneered the mRNA.
Come on. Let the applause ring. On behalf of the women of the world, the women in the world rather, we are taking applause. So, like, aren't we just amazing being at the forefront of major change in the world? And we're just so amazing. We are not just in the other room or in the kitchen. We are the
it's
forefront
secretary
of
decks.
yeah. We are the forefront of change, and it's amazing to show that even in the fragile state of our femininity,
Really fragile.
we've got something upstairs.
We got something up there.
Yeah. So today we are going to be looking through stories. So we put out question
Yes.
for people to share with us moments with their mother or whatever, just something that they have with their mother.
Yeah.
Maybe an embarrassing moment or a fun time or one sweet moment. You know, African parents now, they can be doing hard guy, yeah, but they are just sweet in a very special way.
Probably painful at that moment of experience. But
so we'll be reading out some stories that we got. Yeah, they are anonymous. So we'll be reading out some stories and
we're going to be sharing them with you.
So stay tuned. Yeah. So let me just read out the first one. It says, I'm already laughing. Okay. So this story took place when I was a teenager, probably around 19 or 20.
Okay.
I always went to church with my mom, but let's just say I wasn't really the church girl. Once they said amen, I was already by the car waiting for this is so me. I was already by the car waiting for my mom to drive us home. I didn't care much for the youth meetings, all of you. I didn't care much for the youth meetings, but this particular Sunday, the car was down, so we had to take public transport to church. And being the African mother that she is, my mom didn't care if I was late or not. If she finished and I wasn't done, well, that was my problem. Even if I wore only one shoe to church, she wouldn't care as long as I showed up. So as usual, she finished before me. I guess this was after church service. She finished before me, and since I was rushing, I ended up before church service. Since she was rushing, I ended up wearing a shoe that was falling apart. Oh, chim. So, we were sitting in the church when, of course, my shoe tore. Church finally ended, and as usual, I'll be the first outside waiting by the road. But this time, since no car, but this time, as a broke girl with no transport money, I had no choice but to wait for my mom. I was hoping she would help me out so no one would see my ruined shoe. But my mom, she had other plans.
Oh.
She was busy greeting everyone in church.
Oh, wow.
Taking her sweet time. I love this one. I was getting frustrated and I started whispering in her ears, let's go, like, mommy, let's go.
I understand.
That's when my mom snapped, man. She screamed at me, pushed me to the side, and then said, look at your mates sitting in youth meeting while you are following me around like a handbag. Brothers and sisters. The shame hit me hard that I can't explain. I wish the ground would open up and swallow me whole, and that I could just return it, or that I could just turn into water and flow out of the church. Jim, this is a typical African mom. Give it up for her. Like,
I understand the girl. I don't like youth meeting either. But then, waiting by the car.
African moms, they will embarrass you and give the look of nothing happened.
Well,
Did anything happen?
Well,
nothing.
My mom is, when church is finished, she greets the people she wants to greet and she leaves. Sometimes you're like, calm down. Like, wait, this person said they wants to say hello.
Oh, you still want to stay longer in church?
No, not still want, once she's done greeting the immediate people she can reach, she's gone. So if somebody now wants to see her now, tell your mother that I want to see her, that she should wait. My mother is going, and if you're not going, you're left behind. You will walk. You will walk home if you don't have money.
So you shouldn't be broke in an African home. You shouldn't be broke.
Not home. Like when you're going to church, you shouldn't be broke. Have transport money, even though if
Have
to
vex
work.
money.
Exactly. But when you vex finish, you will get back home. You will see the food you will eat now.
But African parents, our mothers are just amazing.
Now, that's amazing.
They express their love in this sweet, let's say sweet sour way. Now, I think for me, I would say I love it at times. Like, yeah, sometimes they give aura for aura, and it's like, okay, mommy.
Well, the best way to put it is that Nigerian mothers can be like strawberries, sweet when you soak it in sugar, but
When you take it raw.
When you take it raw, it will slap you left, right, center.
I know.
All right, so another anonymous story sent. Mine was in my year 1 at the university. I brought home a friend of mine like that, because my parents love that we bring our friends home so they can know who we mingle with. That's how I went home with a friend that day. She truly didn't dress well, but I didn't mind, thinking my mom will overlook it. Immediately we got in, that's when my mom talks, say, meet me in the room.
For here.
When a mother says, meet me in the room, it resounds in my head, meet me in the room, meet me in the room, meet me in the room, meet me in the room. And if you not take your time, and it goes louder, I said you should come here. That I said you should come here, that means you're dead.
That's another.
She didn't even allow me offer this lady water or something.
Yeah.
She told me point blank, I don't like that girl, stop moving with her.
Ouch.
I said, why? She said, don't question me. She's not someone you should move with. My mama said, my spirit is not aligning with her. Just like that. My one and only friend. Like that, I had to start moving away from this girl. And seriously, my mom was right. This lady almost showed me shiggy. Wow. Thank God I listened to my mom. I felt embarrassed, but I thank God I obeyed. Mothers are sometimes right, regardless of how Africanish they can be.
They can be. I know, like their instincts.
Their instincts are like,
they might not know the full picture of what's up, but when they sense it, and I think I'm already getting into my mother figure, like the woman in me is coming.
Oh,
where did you go before? But that instinct, it's usually right. Most of the time, it's usually right.
As I was reading this, what came to my mind is this proverbs that my mom used to say when we were young, that what an elder can see sitting down, a child can't see it on a tree. And true. I'm like, yeah, many times our mothers would say something and we'll be like, she's being brash, she does not understand this person, especially when we use the word that she does not understand. That she does not understand is one of the main things that has made us walk our way and still have to run back to our parents and be like, I need help. Even sometimes embarrassment will not even allow you call your parents. Like, there's a time that my mother warned me. I said, I've done it, and I've done it. Oh, Jesus, I spent transport money that day. I could not call my mother. I could not call her. At the end of the day, time was going. It was last hour. I had to call her. She was like, is it what you're looking for? It's in this. I was like, Jesus.
Whoa.
Jesus.
So, like, it's something I really appreciate with our moms.
Listen to them. Don't be like me that spent a lot of money and wasted a lot of hours.
But now you listen now, so be like her still.
Yeah, but sometimes we still say she does not understand. We are still children, no matter how old we are. Like, even my mom does this for her own mother. Like, the woman does not understand. I think we can't help but do it. But still, when we get to that point, we'll be like, oh, we did not understand what she was saying.
True.
They are wise. They can be brash. They can be blunt. They can be a bit tricky. Should I say tricky?
And sometimes they could be manipulative. But in all, it's out of a heart of love.
Yeah.
they want the best for you. And
They do.
That's the reason why they are looking out for you.
Yes.
So let me read another story someone sent in. So the person started like this, said, "Let me take you back to one of the most tragic yet comedic moments of my teenage years. Courtesy of my dear mother."
Wait, I have to highlight teenagers and mother. Teenagers and mother. Epic battleground. Epic.
So it was during WAEC season. And you know how everyone suddenly starts forming big girl and big boy vibes. So
always a wonderful period.
I wasn't left out. I had my best fit on point. And let's not forget, one fine, tall, dark, and handsome admirer from the art class.
Art
that
class.
had his eyes on me.
Oh, wow.
Of course, I had to do Shakara first. Okay.
Oh, wow.
Continue.
Oh.
Now, during exam period, everyone got relaxed with dressing, and school shoes became a thing of the past. Slippers became the new trend.
Socks and slippers. Socks and slippers.
Wanting to flex my fashion sense, I borrowed my mom's slippers to school. As fate would have it, my crush complimented my slippers. Oh, I was beaming with pride until disaster struck. It's giving. That very day, school authorities decided to seize every student's slippers as punishment for not wearing proper shoes. Wahala.
Oh, jeez.
How was I going to explain to my mom that her slippers has been confiscated in school? Luckily, my good friend lent me hers, so I wouldn't go home barefoot. I thought I had dodged the bullet. I was so wrong. The next morning, as I was leaving for school, my mom casually asked, "Where are my slippers?" The way she looked at me, I knew lying was not an option. You're even lying to an African mother. Okay.
Oh,
I confessed.
If we can smell the disaster.
That was when she did the unthinkable. She seized my friend's slippers
Oh, no.
and declared that I must go to school barefoot. Barefoot care. I begged, I pleaded, I even tried to form tears. It didn't work well. And so, my dear brothers and sisters, I walked to school on barefoot, serving premium embarrassment. My crush saw me, and let's just say that was the last time he ever spoke to me. The guy literally ghosted me. I guess Shakara has his limits. Now, I know I'm not alone in this struggle. Our mothers have embarrassed us all at some point. Yes. Let me not even get started with my own embarrassing moments. Let me not, because a lot.
This seems small compared to what I have done. Or what my mother has put. I mean, I think I'm a good child though.
Well, I growing up, I wasn't so much of a trouble. I
can imagine that.
Regardless, I don't think no one has an episode with their moms.
No, that is the thing. Mothers and teenagers.
They're best friends.
It happens. You people fight a lot, but you people cannot do without each other.
Yeah, and that's because like teenagers, they're still discovering themselves. One, so they're feeling like I've left children's stage. I'm closer to an adult. You can still keep treating me like a child.
I have crushes.
And then emotions start building. Like,
oh no!
They begin to try to be adventurous in some way.
Mm-hmm.
Do you get? So I think that's the reason why they're trying adventure, while their moms, while like the mother is trying to keep them safe, because adventure without understanding or knowledge can put you in.
It leads to disaster.
This serious disaster.
Disaster.
Yeah.
All right, so Okay, so this is another story.
Okay.
Growing up, I was quite the troublemaker. I loved to play rough and try new things that sometimes led to dangerous ideas. Sounds like the kind of person I would have loved to play with growing up. One day, I discovered that you could create small fire effects with a spray can and lighter. Unfortunately, this thing I discovered it late. If I discovered it earlier on, man, I would have burnt a lot of stuff.
Are you kidding me?
I would have burnt a lot. Like, you know, when they throw all this insecticide spray away, but you can still get some things.
Yeah.
Like, if I'd known about it, I would have just gotten our neighbor's lighter and tried it. It was too late. Just too late. But don't
It's
worry.
the excitement. The excitement. All right, please go on.
Naturally, I was curious and decided to give it a try. I tried it the first time, nothing happened. The second time, still nothing. But instead of giving up, I tried again on the fourth attempt, and that's when it happened. Boom! The curtain was on fire.
At this point, those 4 men. Dun, 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 dun. 4 times. Okay.
My mother's curtain moved. I froze. I was both terrified and shocked. I was both terrified and in shock. I didn't know whether to ask for help or just run away quietly. But the heat and pressure was growing by the second, and I had no choice but to scream for help. That's when my mother rushed in, eyes wide with fear. Immediately she sprang into action and put out the fire. But I could feel I was in deep trouble. There's something you know, you get, like the intuition you get when you're older, that when your mother calls your name in a certain way, you're in trouble.
No.
You're in trouble.
You are in it.
You're in
And going nowhere.
That thing built up in like GS1. When I was in GS1, my mother came back one day and she just, Chidima. I'm like, my mother usually shouts my name because I'm in my neighbor's house. So she will shout. But that Chidima sounds off. It sounds as if I don't want you to know that you're in trouble, but you're in trouble.
You've just entered.
I was going to, Ma, what have you not done? I did not remember in time. I did not sweep the floor. I had not swept. All right, so I could feel I was in deep trouble. I thought that day was my last. She told me to come outside. That she was going to beat me there. I begged her, Mommy, please beat me inside, because all my friends are outside, and you want to spoil my sneeze. I knew
minus 100.
I knew I deserved the punishment, but I was hoping to save some face.
Aww.
She didn't care. She grabbed her cane, carried a chair outside, and so I ended up getting the beating of my life in front of the whole compound.
Oh, Jim.
That is a display. The display. My mother, she does not care. Is it outside, inside, or in heaven? She will catch.
But let's see it in this like from this standpoint of things. I feel discipline should be given when it should. I think priority should be on when over where.
Yeah.
Because there are times that if you don't give discipline immediately, it wouldn't sink.
It wouldn't sink.
It wouldn't sink. And when you're now disciplined much later because of you want to gentle parent. That's why I love my country. Like, we take discipline
Sharp.
to hearts. Like sometimes if you need it, you collect it hot. In that way. Do you get? I'm not pushing brutality.
No.
I have no tolerance for that. Not saying brutality, but discipline can be done.
Yes.
Without being brutal. And one thing I would want to just chip in is you don't discipline out of anger.
Yeah.
You discipline because it is needed to correct something.
Yes.
Because when you do it out of anger, it goes overboard.
Yes.
Right. So we are not talking about child brutality right now, but just to chip one or two things in. But trust my African mother. My mom doesn't
Nah.
carry last.
Oh no. My mother, it does not matter if it is inside, outside. Like recently, we went to get some things. So there was, I think, a bit of misunderstanding between what she said and what I understood. And I was doing what I thought was best. Then she was like, what are you doing? Now, I will mention it. We're in the supermarkets, not markets, open market, supermarkets. We were at the counter. The counter is in front of the supermarket. And she started shouting at me. I was like...
At that point, you just be looking because your still at stake.
No, that is the thing. I just looked at her. I'm like, I'm sorry, ma. And so when you do that, it takes the look away from you to her. I was like, let me even feel embarrassed more. So I'm like, why don't we not look bad?
Oh my.
But then
That was a smart one.
That was a smart one. But do not try that at home. They can slap you. They can slap you. Don't try that at home. When we got to that's when me and her vex. I was like, can you imagine your mother was shouting at me in the supermarket? Why was she shouting at me in the supermarket? And she's owing me money.
Are you still paying?
I'm still paying.
So sorry. You can't do nothing about it.
But the thing is that we only have mouths when we enter the house. Our mother has mouths both inside and outside the house. But then mothers do their best. The miscommunication was on the part, let us do it effectively. My understanding was like she wants to do it separately.
Oh.
And that led to like you are wasting money.
Yeah.
So I think a lot of people have communication issues, especially with your mother. When they say don't do this and we say you don't understand. That you don't understand thing is very important. Like you don't understand me.
Sometimes I feel it is even we that say you don't understand and doesn't understand.
Yes, that is the thing. So that was also the idea that was playing out. I did not understand. And I was like, she did not understand. So I did what I thought was best. And she was like, you're wasting time, you're wasting money. So I'm like, we need to like really, really check that you don't understand thing.
And all she did, all her outbursts or whatever, was because she wanted to conserve resources.
Yes.
On both ends.
On both ends.
That's motherly instinct. A woman's instinct. Like some people say that you can offend a man, but don't offend a woman. My gender, we're just so special.
We're amazing.
Really so special.
We're amazing.
It was very thoughtful that the whole of March is used to celebrate womanhood, to celebrate us internationally.
Yeah.
As a woman.
Yeah.
And we also have Mothering Sunday.
We do.
Like, it's just so beautiful.
It is.
Then I think there's something that we should also discuss.
Like what?
Some myths.
Oh.
Some things that they told us.
Oh.
Some things that they told us
that still follows us till now.
It's in our subconscious. It was engraved.
It was engraved.
Whoa.
It was sealed and stamped. Some of it.
Okay.
Even till now, I still do some of them, but let us not keep them in suspense.
So there is just one that if you're taking a fruit or something.
Or if you swallow the seed of a fruit.
You swallow the seed of the fruit.
Like
you're grooming a garden in your stomach.
So if you swallow the seed of a fruit, you will grow the tree in your stomach.
Like even up to recent times, like when I had to take tangerine, or even if I have to take tangerine or oranges, and I mistakenly a seed should just pass through my throat. The way I struggle to get it out, tree, are you kidding me? It can't be possible. So like the way I struggle to get it out, because I've seen an orange or a tangerine tree before, and I've seen tongues on on them. Just imagine a tree with thorns
In your
in
stuff.
my stomach. Are you kidding? So
Okay.
like it's just in my subconscious. And yeah, I know it doesn't happen. Obviously, there is no sunlight in my stomach. There is no soil.
Do you know that is the argument I used against my mom when she said that to
Oh.
me? Like, but there's no sun in the stomach now. And there's no sand inside. Then I remember that people have appendicitis because for some reason they find sand in their stomach. I'm like, oh my God. And I just
That might
swallowed.
be true.
Mothers know how to get kids. They know how to get kids. My fear is watermelon. Because you know watermelon is big.
Yeah. You said big, large.
So I'm like, if I swallow a watermelon seed, and one just starts growing. So when other children are playing with sand, I don't play with them because I can't mistakenly swallow soil to fertilize the seed. Then I always ask, how long does it take for a food to disappear from the stomach?
Oh, okay. For digestion.
So I
to take
will like,
place.
let us wait. Let's not play with sand yet. Let us wait for us to poop it out.
Oh my. Oh my.
When you believe something, it stays there. You just look for ways to counter it instead of challenging. Like, is this thing even true? Is this even true? Like, this is a bit out of point. A friend of mine believed that Santa Claus is real until she was 16 because her parents told her so.
Oh, poor girl.
So you can
16?
imagine 16. So you can imagine they almost caught the parents like putting the gift under the tree. But when they saw the parents, like, no, we're just helping Santa. They believed. They believed. Now I'm not saying that you shouldn't believe your parents. Please believe them. But there are certain things your parents tell you that it's just for your safety, but not necessarily true. Like if you sit down with your legs apart and a boy sees your pants, you will get pregnant.
Ooh.
That was to make girls to sit with their leg closed because that is the way you're meant to sit, poised, sit.
Yeah. So
like a queen, yeah, with your legs together. So sometimes when I'm sitting there, even when I wear trousers, like when I sit down, I'm like, oh.
No, you don't. So there's this thing. I remember a secondary school teacher of mine. He was the Greek teacher then. So he made us watch. It was a boarding school. So
Okay.
I think it was one of the public holidays. So he made us watch. Is it Princess Diana? But there's a movie, Princess something. So
It should be.
we learned.
Is it not the documentary of Princess Diana?
No, it wasn't a documentary.
It was a movie on a princess.
Yeah, it was a movie. So it's been a very long time. So it's instilled in our minds how to sit. So
Okay.
I'm not sure if it's Princess Diana. So whenever he says princess, calls the princess, he will say maybe let's say Princess Diana. I know it wasn't, but maybe Princess Diana, please. And every lady, every girl will cross her legs.
Oh.
Because we learned it and it was like a highlight of it. It was a major highlight.
Was your school a mixed school?
It was a mixed school.
Oh, I see.
It was a mixed school and like we watched it together. Like we saw the movie together on one of the public holidays. So
No,
it was
I'm
a
like
social
now you
day.
now want to. Everybody now
Yeah.
wants to like do the part because they are.
There were other things we learned.
Yeah.
So, but that was like a major highlight. We learned usage of cutlery and maybe like right way to hold and right way to do certain things and all.
Nice.
Basic things for you
That's
like,
actually nice learning
as a
thing.
princess.
Also, when we watch something on our in secondary school, when we watch something, it's either watching a video made by one of the old pioneers of the school, or when they sneak movies in. When they sneak some movies in and they want to watch probably Vampire Diaries, or they want to watch one Indian movie, And that Indian movie always gets girls' attention because then it should be all this action one with shirtless guy in the first scene. And all the girls just runs to the television. But the most most boring the most boring thing they've ever played was Shakespeare movie, Tempest. 3 hours of Tempest.
3 hours of my time, of my life. Oh wow.
And that was like the teachers coordinated it, but it was an optional thing. And I was like, why would we want to watch Tempest for 3 hours? The book is enough.
Boring. I'm sorry.
No, the book. I've not read Tempest, but
I skimmed through it. The book appeared boring to me.
No,
so
I've read Julius Caesar, and I know Shakespeare has Shakespeare is a good writer, but why watch the movie? The movie. I don't know. It's like it still pains me till now. We could have watched something else.
On their behalf, I say sorry.
But that is just by the way. So we're talking about myths that our mothers have told us to keep us in check, but actually played with our intelligence.
So I think we just take a couple more. I remember one that if you hiss at night, so maybe my mom is saying go and wash plates,
and you is,
or go and do this, go and do that, go and get me this. As children, sometimes you don't even know when you're already doing. You're not hissing per se, but
like,
this mannerism of I'm tired, this why that kind of thing. You do it, and she tells you that. See, when you hiss at night, the snake will crawl into your house and stuff like that. I won't lie, even up till now. Not only hissing at night, she also says if you call the name, like if you pronounce SNAKE at night, you're inviting a snake into your house. So even up till now,
you don't hiss.
I know the hissing part. If I have to, like, it's not a major thing for me, but the pronunciation of SNAKE.
Don't say snake.
No, I'm saying the pronunciation of it, right, at night can be difficult for me. Do you get? Because it has. That's why I tell people, or I strongly believe that children, their formative stage is from 0 to 5. Because a lot of us, we heard these things when we were very small, and yet it still has a way of shaping us.
Yes.
Aren't mothers so powerful?
Like, yes, they are. Well, that part you said, if it is at night, that snakes will come to your house. For us, what we're told is, or for me, what I was told is, if you scream at night, evil spirits will come and visit you. Was your house a loud house?
No,
but we're kids now. We like to play at night, and when your sister beats you, you scream. Then you beat your other sibling and they scream. And everybody shouting and screaming in the night, playing rough. Now, like, it's too late to be playing rough. Did you know that if you scream at night, or if you play rough at night and you're shouting, that evil spirits will come to your house? I was like, eh? And it did not help that my grandmother told us this again when we went to visit her. And my grandmother's house is not so far from a cemetery. And there have been stories about people's dead husband or wife or kids coming and walking up and down the road. And I'm like...
So that keeps you in check?
Yes, me. Like, when I shout, and they say, oh, who is shouting? I'm like...
You just remember quickly, like, no, I don't want to have an experience with anyone. That is dead.
But now we're grown, and sometimes conversation gets heated, or somebody does something and you start shouting. But then it's just, you're old enough to know that you shouldn't be shouting at night and disturbing people. But then there's that back of your mind that something might be hearing in the dark. that can come and visit you when you're not sleeping. So that is there's a way those things stick. It's keep us in check, but it sticks. It sticks.
Yeah, it sticks.
And I plan to tell my children too.
Oh, you plan to carry on the
Of course. They must go through what I've gone through.
Well, I think every generation, I think the myth keeps evolving.
No, the myth evolves
because children evolve like times. You can't tell Gen Alpha now that if you swallow seed,
it will go in your stomach.
They will tell you nope, photosynthesis can happen in your stomach. Like with posh English.
Okay, so there's this Gen Z myth I heard recently. So the parent told the child that, because the child that is telling the story, that my parent told me that if you hear the song of an ice cream truck or an ice cream outlet, that means they're out of ice cream. Exactly.
And that will work.
Like, so every time the kid hears ice cream, the ice cream song, and they're like, oh, they're out of ice cream.
You see, and you say we didn't help you. We just gave you inside just. So if you have a child that loves ice cream so much, especially the ones that are usually hawked in those what do they call it? This cat.
All those cats.
Yeah. So you tell the child, whenever you hear ice cream,
they're out of ice cream.
So
there's this other Gen Z myth I just remembered.
Nice.
So the kid loves to cry a lot. She cries a lot. So the parent told her that if you cry too much, you will not grow tall. You will use up all the tears in your body.
That you would have used to grow.
Yes! You will not have enough water to grow.
And she wants to grow.
I
don't want to be a baby all my life.
So those are the myths we have for you. There are plenty more. There are many more there. And new ones are coming. Some are evolving.
Every generation.
Some are changing into something really diabolical. Especially that ice cream one. Like, that one pained me. But the thing is that mothers and women, their influence is undeniable. Like, either if it is guiding us, nurturing us, or scaring us with myth, the plan is to take us to a place where we can stand on our own.
Exactly.
To make us better people. It does not matter if you're a girl child or a boy child. Your mother is there to help you, love you, and protect you from things that she knows would come to hurt you. But she can avoid that by putting you in the right direction, even if it means lying about ice cream. It is for your good. It's for your good. And women are strong, are bold, they are innovative, they are creative, very creative. Even in making up stories and looking for sweet punishment to give you, they are creative. And we run the world, right?
Around the world.
Girls. So we run the world, and a lot of us do not know how much influence a woman has. We won't exist if there were no women. Imagine.
Let's not go there.
Imagine. But there's a lot.
But
we don't want to blow our horn too much, so we just say that we are amazing, right?
Yeah. So as a woman, know that you are amazing, and this is us. This is our own way of saying that you are beautiful, you're amazing, you are worthy of the best. Yes, you're worth it. Yeah. So to all the women, the mothers in our lives, past, present, and future, we are saying that we love you, we respect you. Thank you for showing us the way and setting the pace.
Thank you.
We really respect your vigor and your show of strength. And we want to say to every woman, every mother nurturing the next generation into a better person, we want to say Happy International Women's Day. And also to wish you Happy Mothering Sunday in advance. Thank you so much for showing us that it is possible to be a woman and to be a woman of exploits.
And to be an amazing mother.
Yes. So from the depth of our heart, even in all the, you don't understand, we love you and we celebrate you once again.
We celebrate you.
Yeah. So right here, this brings us to the end of today's podcast. We are grateful for having you.
We're sad to see you go.
To this point.
We're sad. We're crying.
We celebrate you. So if you have a memory of your mom, or as a mother, you have a memory that makes your heart sweet or makes your heart tingle whenever you remember that mother memory.
Yeah.
Please share with us in the comments. And if you have a memory of your mom, share with us also in the comments. Let's celebrate all the women, all the mothers in our lives. Let's celebrate them together and make them know that they are so special to us. Also, remember to follow us on all our social media handles. If you're yet to follow us, you're missing. So follow us at Free Tribe Network across all social media platforms on X, TikTok, IG, Facebook. And please, if you're yet to subscribe to our YouTube channel right now, please
subscribe.
Right now.
Subscribe
right now. For the love of the mothers, for the love of the women in your life. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. So thank you very much for sticking with us. We'll see you here again in our next episode. Happy International Women's Day. Bye.
Bye.